Hey, yo, what's up, guys? Zayd here, bringing you yet another episode of Zayd's Experience. Today, we're going to be talking about coffee. Yes, guys, I love coffee. So today, I'm going to be sharing some of the many reasons why I love coffee and some of the benefits that this provides. So come with me and let's check this stuff out. So if you guys have been watching this channel for any amount of time, you guys know that I love coffee. I drink it every day, which I probably shouldn't, at least not in the amounts that I consume it. French press, Chemex, regular pour over, coffee machine, chorreador, mocha pot, you name it. I'll go ahead and I'll drink it. And there are many reasons why I do this, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know that there's many benefits to actually drinking coffee. Some of the most commonly heard of things are it can help you burn off fat, it has a decent amount of vitamin B3, B2, B5, magnesium and potassium. It can potentially prevent liver cancer, Parkinson's disease. It's a grade 8 if you're fasting, pre-workout, during workout to stimulate, with your energy levels. If you guys are feeling sluggish or anything like that, it's great for that. And it's actually been shown that it can help you live longer, which is a perfect segue into the study that I'm going to refer to right now. So in a recent study, it has been shown that coffee can actually help prevent DNA damage. In this study, it was shown that there was a 23% reduction in DNA damage in white blood cells. They also found that there was a 64% reduction in all-cause mortality in comparison to the people that didn't consume any coffee at all. Make sure that if you are drinking a good amount of coffee, that you try to drink an organically sourced form of coffee, since coffee is heavily sprayed for, I believe it's one of the, I'm not sure if it's the first or second most heavily sprayed crop in the world. So don't quote me on that one. Certified organic, it's way better for you guys. That way you're not getting all the other junk and stuff that you can go ahead and find by getting the coffee sprayed with all these pesticides and stuff that they might be doing to it. And another thing that I wanted to touch on is that in another study, it was shown that coffee actually causes insulin resistance for a short period of time. Now, this study is a little bit more complicated and it might sound like something bad. Well, isn't being insulin resistant a bad thing? And just hold on and I'll explain to you guys why this can actually be a really, really good thing. Just stick with me right now. For all those of you guys that don't know how insulin works, insulin basically is a safety mechanism that your body has, which prevents the body's sugar intake or glucose from rising too high or going too low. So basically it is your body's way of regulating how much sugar is in and how much sugar goes out. So why does our body have this? Again, it's just a defense mechanism. Our body likes everything in perfect quantities. If there's too little sugar, lots of bad things can happen. If there's too high a sugar, lots of bad things can happen as well. There's stuff such as stroke, your eyesight can start to suffer, high blood pressure, a bunch of stuff that is associated with all this. So our body has this way of regulating the ins and outs of sugars, and this is the way it does it. So when a person has high levels of insulin, it's really hard for them to actually lose fat. And coming from a person that can hold quite a bit of fat fairly easily, this doesn't sound like a very good thing. So why would this help out anybody? Why would this be a good thing? Well, if you are somebody like a bodybuilder or somebody that needs a good amount of carbs, let's say you're an athlete and you require a certain amount of carbs and you need to recover as fast as possible. If you go ahead and consume a little bit of coffee after your workout, coffee can actually help the uptake of carbs by 66%. And if you are somebody that's actually giving your body really good carbs or really good fuel, this can actually help your body absorb it a lot better and be ready for your next workout session a lot faster. If you are recovered, you can perform better. If you can perform better, gains come along with that. And if gains come along with that, then you're happy and everybody's happy and yay. But if you are consuming really bad carbs, let's say you just had a bunch of French fries with a really big burger and a bunch of other carbs, and then you consume coffee, just be aware that the uptake of those will also be pretty high. So if you're eating really poorly, really terrible amount of carbs, and you drink coffee with that, you're also going to absorb those. Yes, the preferred fuel source is fat, but it also likes to use glucose. So it's all about timing. And if you are gonna take anything out of this video, is just make sure that if you are consuming coffee and carbs, that at least they are really good carbs. And if you have to do it at one point, do it after your workout. That way you can go ahead and uptake those good carbs, absorb them, and use them as fuel, or have them ready to be used as fuel for your next workout. So just as a little recap, there are a bunch of benefits to caffeine, including all the antioxidants, some of the vitamins that it contains, the reduction of all-cause mortality, cancer, and all these other things. Plus, it prevents DNA damage, and depending on what time you choose to use caffeine, it can actually be a good thing, especially if you're an athlete and are looking to consume a high amount of carbs with it. You can go ahead and uptake these a lot faster than you normally would. But if you're eating very poorly, also beware. But those are only some of the reasons why I consume coffee. And there are many more studies, and there's many more things that show that coffee is a really good thing for you. As you guys all know, if you've been watching this channel for any period of time, you know that I love coffee. So this helps me get away with all that. Obviously, too much coffee can also be bad, but I'll take my chances with too much as opposed to too little. Also, if you guys haven't watched my video series called A Coffee Run, I highly suggest you check it out. I'll leave a link to it up here. But that is all for today, guys. Thanks for joining me in another episode of Sade's Experience. I'm gonna leave a link down to the studies down in the description. So if you guys wanna go ahead and check those out, they are gonna be down there. And as always, please make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Go ahead and push that notification bell if you haven't already done so. That way you guys get notified every time I come up with a new video such as this. I am cutting this one a little bit short this week, guys, because I am actually feeling a little bit sick. And but I didn't want to skip this week's video. So I just made sure to plow through all this, and you guys will laugh if you've seen how many cuts there's been on this video because of this. My brain is just not here. But I try my best to go ahead and explain this topic to you guys, and hopefully you guys get something out of it. But once again, guys, thanks for joining me in another episode. Zay out. Peace.